Yo, what's up? Welcome to Madhouse Pro. I'm in the building. If you don't like it, you can get out because it's my building. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. 3 days to Christmas. Are you finished with your shopping? I am. Hey, anyway, what's up? Hey, we gonna get into something quick. This is a lengthy video, possibly. I'm gonna try to do my best to shorten it. Y'all know I don't like to edit. I recorded this thing about 2 times already. Hey, but anyway, so UAD Console, how to route UAD Console back into your DAW. That's what we're doing today. Routing your UAD Console back into your DAW. So you could do a lot of neat things, such as you could print effects and all that other good stuff through through console, Universal Audio Console. And you want to get that back into your DAW. So let's get into it. So right here, I got one track. So we're going to add about 3 tracks, right? So we're going to click Object, track, insert, several tracks. We'll say 3 tracks, so it's gonna give us a total of 4. All right, let me hit my little special button over here, different DAW. You could do this in Pro Tools. Luna doesn't, you don't even need to do this in Luna. It's different in Luna, but I'm not using the Luna system. I'm on Windows. So, but you could do PreSonus, Cubase, Studio One, Pro Tools, any DAW that you're working with, you know what I'm saying? You could do this. So first thing first, we're going to highlight a track, which is track 1. And let me close that one. Don't save. And we're going to import an audio file. File, import, load, chords. We're going to name it chord. Well, that's the name of the track. So we're going to do that. Let it convert it over. So first thing first, you got to get a track. So we'll say that this is your final mix, just before you master it or whatnot, or you want to master it in UAD Console. So you got your track mixed up, like, all right, so we're about to see this. Never mind the missing headroom space, guys, for those out there who are geeks. We're not going to get into that. So first thing first, you're working with 2 things here. You're working with your DAW and you're working with UAD Console. You got to get them on the same accord, the same page. That's something that you must do, right? So how do you do that, Troy? How do you do it? I'm about to show you how you do it, son. Lady, girl, daughter. No, look, this is how you do it. So in your DAW, y'all probably do it different. I hit Y, right? Audio devices for me. It's the same it's similar in Pro Tools, right? This is what you want to look at. You want to look at your channels in, and if you can see these channels, they say Universal Audio Thunderbolt in. These are my inputs. And then go down to playback, Universal Audio Thunderbolt out. These are the outputs. So I have a total of 16 or 8 combined tracks for stereo. These are my inputs. And then I have a total of 10 combined, 5 pairs. Give me a total of 10 outputs, right? So you want to make sure that this is in line with Universal Audio, right? Let me get rid of this one. So when you pull this up, you could go to this and people go like, how'd you get there? Let me close this. You open up console, right? Hey, console, what's up, dude? You click the settings button. There you go. It's the IO matrix. You could do display, plugins, MIDI, hardware, these nuts. So we go on IO matrix, right? So you look at these side by side and you want to make sure they're on the same page. Are they on the same page? 1 through 10, my input. 1 through 16, my inputs. Channels. These channels mean a lot. Let's scroll down 1. There goes 16. Your output. Channels 1 through 10. Okay, here's my inputs. I got 1 through 16. Here's my outputs 1 through 10. So we straight. We missing 9 and 10 right here. Offline. Up here is spit if. I don't need them. So we go click OK, right? So we OK on this one. So I know that my DAW is in line with UAD Console. We straight? Yeah, we straight. They're able to handshake. That's pretty much what that is. Like, you got it, bro? I got it. All right. So now that you got that, that's the first step. All right. Next step is you want to prep everything so that when you're going out in your DAW, I'm going to hit M for mixer for me, right? My 5 and 6 is virtual 1 and 2. Now you got to check virtual 1 and 2. What does that look like in console? So I'm going to go down to console, right? Click. I'm going to unlink this one because these are my virtues, my 1 and 2. Y'all see right here, virtues 1 and 2? Let me see if I can pull up my mixer thingy. Right here, he in the way. Let me scoot him over. Okay. My 5 and 6 is virtual 1 and 2. So all of my mix is going right here. So these are my channels and my mixer. So my mixer lined up to console. They shaking, remember? So they shook hands. They understand the language. Let's get it on. So I'm going to pull this out a little bit. So I thought, okay, let's go back to console. All right. So they're side by side. So when I hit the play button up here, and y'all hear that was my goof up. Close this. Oh, the matrix. All right, so let me get rid of this delay already. I'm going to remove this. I need y'all to see everything from beginning to end. All right, so. And let me see, hit the mute on this. It's not going. Okay. I have to make sure. So virtual 1 and 2, right? Virtual 1 and 2 is nothing more than when I link these together, it's my DAW. That's this music right here. You see it coming down through there? That's what this is, all right? So that's 5 and 6. I gotta keep hitting this button. So we know that everything coming in this track 1 is gonna come out at the end of this DAW. So it comes down from top to bottom. Still, it's the same thing as of a mixer. If I add on an insert right here, it's gonna go down. It's gonna come out digital audio, which is my virtual 1 and 2, right? So after virtual 1 and 2, we want to be able to send this back into a channel over here into our DAW. So now we go do it from the mixer. So on my mixer right here, this is the end. This is my input. What do I want to come in? We're gonna keep it simple. Virtual 5 and 6. It just works that way, right? This is what we want. 5 and 6 right here. Remember, this is one of the inputs, one of the 16. All right, that's your inputs. Now the outputs, we only got 10. Headphones, if we do 9 and 10. Virtual 3 and 4. You know, we're going to do 5 and 6, which is virtual 1 and 2. These are your outputs. Outputs, I say, son. All right, so we got that. So when this is playing, 5 and 6, right? So then when you go to hit this, my bad, y'all. So you see that it's recording, it's monitoring. Put it like that. It's monitoring. Y'all see it here. I'll take that down. We got that out the way, right? So we want to take everything from this channel and send it to a separate channel. So when we go to, we know we got 5 and 6. This is the out. You see the little word right there, out? This don't say in, but it's your input, right? We're going to do over here, we're going to set this to 5 and 6, virtual 1 and 2. We want to send that signal from this channel back to the virtual channel, 1 and 2, virtual 1, virtual 2. All right. On the output, everything goes down. It's going to come all the way down through here. We're not using any plugins or no auxiliary. And we're going to hit the stereo master, right? But we're going to change this one. And we want this to be monitor left and right. Monitor left and right is different. Y'all like, what? I'm going to click this. Monitor left and right, output. Monitor left and right, output. If we was to pick virtual channels 1 and 2, we would get all type of feedback. We're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So virtual 1 and 2, y'all like, what? That's why I kept this one open. I closed it. So if you go to settings and you go to IO matrix, look at the outputs, 1 through 10, but we using 1 and 2. This is going monitor left, monitor right. Monitor left, monitor right are the monitors of this system. It's the Apollo Twin. That's all it's going to. It's not going to any other virtual channel because it would probably mess up some stuff. But you could route it, but we're not going to do that. We keeping it basic. So we go close this. It's going out to your monitor. Once again, 5 and 6 is the in. Virtuals 1 and 2. But coming out, we going monitor left and monitor right, which is the channel 1 and 2. Channel 1 and 2, not the virtual 1 and 2. Channel 1 and 2. Now that we got that set, we're going to come over here and we're going to prep. So basically what's going to happen, it's going to be recorded in. It's going to go right back into the DAW, right? We're going to hit, we go to ARM. The track is ARM. We got it set down here to go into 1 and 2. Not virtual, but monitor. Left and monitor right, which would be channels 1 and 2 on the output of your system. Now that we got that set, this is what most people want to do. Go back to UAD Console. All right. Digital audio. We're going to unlink these again, which is, we ain't even got to do that. Virtual 1 and 2. Virtual channel 1 and 2. When I click these two together, because I renamed them, it's going to change to digital audio workstation audio. That's what I got coming out of this channel. But I want, and when they hit the end of this line, I want to send it to this channel, this track 2. So what's track 2 on the incoming looking like? It's looking at 5 and 6, which is the same as virtual. But on the out, I repeat, on the out, it's going to monitor left, monitor right, channel 1 and channel 2 of your UAD device. Mine is an Apollo Twin. We have it armed, so it's going to record all this audio as it's replayed. It's going to record it right here. But what we're going to do, everything comes down, just like if I was in the mixer on Samplitude Pro. I'm going to put an effect right here on the first one, right? And we're going to do a delay because it's noticeable, right? I'm going to click this, and we're going to sit it right there. So everything's going to come down. It's going to hit the delay. This audio right here is going to be played. It's going to hit this delay. It's going to come all the way down to digital audio, virtual channels 1 and 2, which is set right here to record. So my in is 1 and 2 from track 2, which is right here as well. Track 2. We're going to take that virtual channels 1 and 2, which is 5 and 6 channels, channel 5 and channel 6, and it's going to go all the way down. And when they come out this second time, which is going to come out from this channel, it's going to monitor left and monitor right, which is the track 1 and track 2 of your Apollo Twin. So it won't give you feedback. But when it come down, it's taking this delay with it. So I got that set ready to record. I'm going to mute it because I don't want that double noise to come back in. So as I hit the record button, y'all, you will capture all the stuff going out of your DAW, down through console, and back to your DAW. And you're going to record it. So you get to record it with the special effects or whatever you got on it. Let's go. Let me move this out your way. Y'all ready? Here go the record button. All right, we're finished with that, right? So, but I just want to show you guys the process on how to do this, sending this stuff back to your DAW. Now, what I'm about to do is, so I don't want nobody saying, oh, you just tricked me. No, I didn't trick you. I'm going to take the delay off. I'm going to remove this. This is on the insert. So this is where you would add all your inserts. So if you want to, look, use any of the API channel script vision or whatnot, you can send it to an aux channel or your headphones and listen to it and be like, adjust it from there, right? We're not going to get into all that detail. But you can add all your inserts here on this channel and send it back to your DAW. Because then now you're using all your UAD stuff. And it sounds dope. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to mute this channel. I'm going to unarm this channel. Or better yet, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this audio up here. Move this one down here. I'm gonna solo this one. Now that it's solo, you get to hear, and I'm gonna just move it right here. You get to hear what it sounds like after the recordings to see if you captured everything. So y'all can hear the delay of the effects that's on that channel. So that's how you do it, y'all. It took me a few days to actually get it because I'm not the only one using Samplitude Pro, but I see I'm the only one besides Primo. He makes videos, but I don't see that many people using this. So it's guys like me who don't want to pay a subscription or just like the tools that come with it. And I just got used to it. So I use Samplitude Pro X by Magix. That's what I use. And it does the same thing as anything else. It's a digital audio workstation by my choice. Other people could use it or not. But I make these videos to keep the small amount of us who just may need it, and then people who could relate to it to, enhance their ability, their skills. And that's what I do. So sometimes it took me like a few days to figure this out because I read up on it like, oh, you can send it back into the DAW. I'm like, what's the advantage of sending it back into the DAW? Well, sending it back into the DAW means I get to use the UAD plugins that I paid for. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's a smart thing. Use it. I could have used all this stuff in Samplitude Pro and just ran it that way. I could have easily, but sometimes you just want to do things different and have a knowledge and see if there's a benefit for it. And that's what I do. So, hey, y'all, thank you guys for watching. If you got any questions on this video, I hope these steps really helped a lot of people because for me, when I was searching, there wasn't a lot of help. So I had to take a little time to dig in and out so that I can understand it so I can relate it to you guys. So I decided to do this video. But thank you guys for watching. Hey, have a Merry Christmas. Enjoy. Love on your family. Have good times, create memories, and be blessed. This is T-Mad from Madhouse Pro, and I'm out. Peace.